And now,
your rock station, your morning show.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
With Goose, Kelly, and Thick Rick.
sometimes that is better.
On the Blitz.
Hey, welcome to your Monday. I hope you're having a great start to your day so far. However many moments that has been. I can tell you this, I am extremely lucky to be here right now.
Uh-oh.
Because we ended up taking the boys down to Cincinnati yesterday to watch the Lions get a big win against the Bengals.
I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's shocking is I waited till Sunday morning to buy the tickets, and ticket prices actually went up a little bit.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, not a lot. It was like $10 a ticket, but I was like, something come down.
Yeah.
And we didn't. But easily 50-50 split on the There were so many Lions fans there. I mean, it was unbelievable. I was really, really shocked at how many Lions fans were. We were 4 rows from the top of the stadium, but that entire upper bowl was nothing but Lions fans.
Wow.
And then you look down at the other sections, and yeah, there were a lot of Lions fans there, but I had an absolute blast. But got home a little bit later than I would normally like, obviously, and I sleep with the fan, the white noise machine on my phone, 2 minutes after I got out of bed, because I slept in a couple extra minutes. 2 minutes after I got out of bed, I'm using my flashlight to find my clothes like I do in the morning. And all of a sudden, my flashlight goes off. And I was like, what? Pushing my phone. And then all of a sudden, I see the charger button. I guess I didn't plug my phone in.
Oh.
And 2 minutes after I woke up, my phone died. So it would have died while I was sleeping.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to get here this morning, and if you've ever seen the 1966 version of Batman, the movie, there's a scene where he's running around with a bomb, and he's trying to get rid of the bomb. And every time he tries to throw the bomb, there's like school kids eating ice cream, or there's a marching band, or there's nuns.
Nowhere to throw
or
the
there's
bomb.
Ducks in the water.
Yeah.
And the late, great, and one true Batman, Adam West, drops a cinematic masterpiece of a line saying, "Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb." And that's how I felt trying to get to work this morning. Every single light.
Oh.
And then there's some semi-truck that was trying to back into the industrial, but he's cut across the road the long way.
Right.
Trying to do the 14-point semi-truck turn, so I had to wait for him. Then I get stuck at the Treview and Old Dublin light, which, of course, is the world's longest street light. So anyways, all that to be said, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're lucky you're here.
How are you, Kelly?
I'm great. I'm great.
Did you have a great weekend?
Great weekend. Celebrated our 22nd wedding anniversary on Saturday, which was a blast. We had a fun weekend. Yeah, it was good.
You had a really great time doing all the stuff you normally do on a Saturday night.
Except we did add in a cake just to celebrate us.
Oh,
that was lovely. We exchanged little gifts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it was your anniversary was on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday.
Now, do you still
October
watch
4th.
the Buckeyes?
Oh,
even?
yeah.
How much of the game did you make it through?
I fell asleep about the third play.
The third play? I thought she was going to say the third quarter.
No.
About the third
I was
quarter.
going to be like, wow, you made it farther than
I was like,
usual.
no, I'm just going to kind of lay down, but I'll just keep my eyes open. And
Yeah.
I'd hear Charlie make a comment, and I'd open my eyes and go, oh, all right. I tried to stay engaged, but I just couldn't.
Third play.
You were asleep before 8 o'clock.
Who won the pick? I feel like maybe I was close.
Oh, you were by far the closest. You were almost dead on.
Yeah, you
were
had 42-10. It was 42-3.
Yes.
Yeah. You were
I thought
right
I was
there.
close.
Yeah. Thick, how are you?
I'm great. Anytime the Buckeyes and the Cowboys wins a good weekend,
Yeah.
and you throw in an Eagles loss, and it's like, okay, this was a great weekend.
All in all, pretty good. Yep. Well, we have got a very busy Monday to get to, including tickets for In This Moment. We've got tickets for Ghost, which are left over from last week because we couldn't get a winner for those. So we'll do that at about 8:50. Also, speaking of the Bengals game, I want to talk about OPD. Other people's drama, because we had something go on at the game. I got to share it with you.
Great.
I love other people's drama.
And then we'll get into other people's drama. Let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got for us?
All right, a Waterbeds and Stuff gift card. Need the correct answer to this question. The UFC fights will happen in 2026 at the White House. So far, one fighter has announced that he will be on that card. Tell us who it is. Be the first one to text it in at 800-821-9970, and we'll give you $25 to go spend at Waterbeds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, the UFC will have a set of fights at the White House in 2026, and so far one fighter has announced that he will be on the card. Who is that fighter? Not quite sure why, but it's Conor McGregor.
I thought he was retired.
Well, he hasn't fought since 2021. So it'll be, by the time this fight happens, it'll have been 5 years. He was supposed to fight in 2024, but he broke his toe during training. So he had to cancel.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, 2021 was the last time. It will take place on June 14th on the South Lawn of the White House. And UFC CEO Dana White said it was a done deal, and it's definitely going to happen. So
I mean, that's not totally true, because his last fight was against Dalton.
Oh, well.
I mean,
he was hilarious in that movie.
It was a weird character.
It was,
yeah.
Man. But it's what I expected.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that seems like a part he would definitely fit right into.
Yeah, I think they gave him a little leeway and say, hey, why don't you kind of act this out how you think you would act this out.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Jefferson Delt from London, first one to text in the correct answer, scores $25 to Waterbeds and Stuff.
Congratulations. I don't mean to start off the week on a somber note, but we have got a couple of deaths we have to tell you about. The first being Rite Aid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rite Aid. Bye-bye. Rite Aid has officially shut down all of their stores. They have announced that the remaining 89 stores closed last week. They're officially out of business after at one point being the largest kind of retail drug store out there. They went bankrupt in 2023, still had $2.5 billion worth of debt, so they had to go into bankruptcy again, and now they are just done. At the age of 63, no more Rite Aid. Founded in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Could you imagine being able to walk in and get the prescriptions you need and then cross the street and buy all the paper you could ever want?
I know.
Right there.
What a time to be alive.
Right. Sadly,
both companies are no more.
Yeah, both companies are no more. That's right. At one point, there were about 5,000 of them across the U.S., but not anymore. Now, if you go to a Rite Aid, there's just basically a button that you can push saying if you need your prescription or vaccine records. But there's a sign that says all Rite Aid stores have now closed. We thank our loyal customers for the many years of success, many years of support. But now that's it. Obviously, you got CVS and Walgreens that have kind of taken over the market. So, Rite Aid dead at the ripe old age of 63.
Oh.
Sorry, not quite dead yet, but kind of on the way out. Could be social media. The Financial Times have reported that we have passed peak social media usage.
Finally.
Across the world, adults 16 and older spending an average of 2 hours and 20 minutes per day on social media, down about 10% since the peak in 2002. Sharpest decline coming among teens and 20-somethings. They're basically over it, the millennials and the Gen Xers.
They're definitely not on Facebook. That's
for sure.
That's been for some years now.
Yes.
You meant Gen Zers?
Yeah, I'm sorry?
You meant Gen Zers?
I'm sorry, Gen Zers, yes. Yes, Gen Zers, not Gen Xers. They have said, basically, some users have been pushed out by reducing the actual socialness and connectiveness of social media. Now it's all ads, suggested content,
AI.
Negative bots, stupidity, more ads. You know, that's
like
all
everything
it is.
else.
Yeah, absolutely.
What happened to Hot or Not? I mean,
Right.
it's long gone.
Right. Yeah, and it's funny that this came up because I had just mentioned this to Nora last week. I remember scrolling through TikTok, and every other video now is someone trying to, get someone to go to your TikTok shop, or they're hawking this or hawking that. That's all it is. Now, here's the flip side to that. Everywhere in the world, for the most part, has seen a decline in social media use, except for one place. And that would be North America, mainly the good old US of A.
That's because of Kelly.
Yeah. America actually may be peaking right now. However, Meta and OpenAI have announced new social media platforms that are going to be, and I quote, filled with AI-generated short-form videos. Yeah, nothing's going to go wrong with this whatsoever.
I saw it was a podcast video, and these guys were talking about it, and they were showing just image after image after image. There was no content, nothing. It was just one AI picture after another on Meta. And I'm like, what? I don't get it.
Yep.
I have a whole story coming up at 7 about Sora, the new OpenAI app. You need an invite to get in, but this thing is the craziest thing you've ever seen in terms of generating AI video.
All right.
It's wild, but it is huge. It's the #1 app on Apple.
Really?
The Apple App Store, yeah.
Great. So anyways, across most of the world, we could say not quite death to social media, but on a huge decline, except for us here in the U.S.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I mean, for a lot of people, I know for me, for Thick, it was a great football weekend.
Yes.
Our teams won that we wanted to win. The teams that we wanted to do lost. So, all in all, it was a good football weekend. Which is why it's just kind of strange. This is the first time ever for the Not So Breaking News, all football related. Including, not just when it comes to football, but one of the strangest stories I've heard in a long time.
Bizarre.
Yeah. So, on Friday night, butt fumble inventee Mark Sanchez.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Former NFL quarterback, now analyst/broadcaster. On Friday night, he was in Indianapolis because he was in town to do work for the Raiders Colts game as a Fox Sports analyst. Well, sometime after midnight on Saturday morning, Mark Sanchez got into a fight with a 69-year-old man. Mark Sanchez, who's 38 and a former professional athlete, by the way, slammed the guy into the wall and then threw him to the ground. The man used pepper spray on Mark Sanchez, but that didn't stop him because he was so inebriated, he didn't care. So the guy took out a knife and stabbed Sanchez about 2 or 3 times in the chest, and then Sanchez ended up running away. Ended up going into a bar, and then the bar ended up calling 911 or something. Both men ended up in the hospital. But now Sanchez is facing misdemeanor charges of battery with injury, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication. He did get out of the hospital yesterday. He's going to make a full recovery, but it was so strange because the story came out on Friday night. I got the ESPN sound effect on my phone, and it says Mark Sanchez has been stabbed and is in the hospital. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then on Saturday, Mark Sanchez has been arrested. Wait, what? He was just stabbed. How was he arrested?
A lot going on with that guy.
Yeah, and then yesterday morning, and then there's more of the story that Sanchez actually attacked this guy, apparently over a parking spot.
Oh, jeez.
And then it turned into...
Well, it was a guy, I think he was in a box truck, and he was delivering or picking up cooking oil. That's what he was delivering.
Oh,
so he
okay.
was in a loading zone, and apparently Mark Sanchez was like, you can't park there. And the guy's like, actually, I can. I'm working.
Gotcha. Okay. Well... I'm wondering if Mark is going to be working by the end of this week.
I don't know. There is a ton of video. Apparently, both men were taking cell phone video of each other, and then they were in between a Marriott and another hotel.
Okay.
A Westin. And there's tons of surveillance from their video cameras.
Oh, I haven't seen the video. Oh, I got to see the video. Okay.
I think it's going to be probably pretty clear what
So
happened.
they're recording each other while fighting?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
what a witness
like
said.
the last thing I'm trying to do if I'm in a fight.
Right. No, move over here. You're in the wrong light. I can't
yeah,
see the blood that I spattered from your nose.
Yeah, I would tell you, go ahead and keep rolling. I'm not going to. You go ahead. Hold that phone.
Story number 2 for your not-so-breaking news involving another football player, and apparently Travis Kelce can drop a hammer. And I don't mean on the football field. In case you missed it, I think it was on Friday, the release of The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift's new album. And here's the deal. Apparently, in one of her songs, she informs the world about Travis Kelce's Dirk Dillinger. I mean, apparently this thing is... the song is called Wood. I mean, hello? Come on. Apparently it's just a straight-up song about Travis Kelce's manhood. Some of the lyrics: forgive me, it sounds cocky. He amatized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Okay.
Wait. He amatized me.
Amatized. Okay.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
Amatized.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Amazed.
I think he was good in bed.
Amatized.
Is that a made-up word?
I think so.
Yeah, it's got to be. Seems to be, other lyrics, seems to be that you and me, we make our own luck. New heights of being their podcast, of course.
Right.
New heights of manhood, and I gotta knock on wood.
Aren't you 35 years old, Taylor? I mean, this sounds like something an 18-year-old would put out.
Well, it's young love, you know.
Is it? She's 35.
Now, here's the thing. Taylor Swift fans are obviously, I don't know why they don't turn Taylor Swift fans. Give them a stack of cold case files.
Right.
And they will solve every crime there is to solve. Because they're the best at looking at hidden messages and little...
finding Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, yeah.
Oh, and they
like
found
that.
them in this story.
Yep. So apparently, here's the deal. Wood, the song Wood, is 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. 230 millimeters equals 9 inches. Wood is the 9th song on the album. So, take it for what it's worth. But next time you're watching a Kansas City Chiefs game and there's a flag because they have a 12th man on the field, you know exactly who that 12th man is, and it's Travis Kelce's Wood. That's your not-so-breaking news. Coming up next, you want to go see In This Moment? We're going to get you hooked up with tickets. Give you a chance in about 4 minutes. 997 The Blitz. In This Moment is going to be performing, and we would love to send you to the show October 19th as part of the Blitz Fall Concert Series. You could be at Kemba Live In This Moment with guests Dayseeker, The Funeral Portrait, and Dead. And here's the deal. Not only are you going to get a pair of tickets to the show, but you are going to be in the running for the grand prize, VIP style, which includes escorting Mother Maria to stage, photo op VIP package, autographed 8x10 photo. You're going to hang out backstage with Mother Maria before you walk her to the stage, and VIP early entry into the venue as well. So that could all be yours. If you want to win, 800-821-9970. I figured on a Monday morning we'll try and make things simple. We are going to play a game called In This Moment. It's very simple. I've got trivia questions about celebrity news stories that happened in this particular moment. You just have to tell me who the celebrity is we're talking about. So if you want to go, 800-821-9970 right now. Let's get 2 contestants on the phone. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Slayson.
Slayson. All right, Slayson, you're contestant number 1. You hang on 1 second. Going to find you a competitor real quick. Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Arena.
Arena. All right, Arena. We've got Slayson versus Arena. Very simple, guys. I'm going to give you each a question, and it is in this moment. Basically, it's a celebrity news story. You just tell me who the celebrity is, okay? Person with the most points is going to win tickets. Slayson, you called in first. We will start with you. Slayson, in this moment, paparazzi were trying to get pictures of a very famous person, but that ended up in a car accident and 2 people dead. Who's in this?
Princess Diana.
That's correct answer. Princess Diana was the moment I was talking about. Slayson, I'm sorry, Arena, here we go.
Yes.
In this moment, during a football game, we saw a nip slip. Who are we talking about?
Janet Jackson.
That is correct answer. Justin Timberlake also would have been an acceptable answer. Because really, it was his fault anyways. Just saying.
Yeah, it was her nipple, though.
It was her nipple. That is true. That is true. Slayson, back to you. In this moment, a famous singer was on stage accepting an award when another famous singer got up on stage and grabbed the mic.
Kanye West.
That is the correct answer, Kanye West. Also acceptable, Taylor Swift, of course, who got the microphone ripped out of her hand. Okay, Arena, here we go. In this moment, a famous actor known for playing a grown man-child was arrested for yanking it at a movie theater.
Pee Wee Herman.
That's the correct answer, Pee Wee Herman, yes. Paul Rubens, of course. All right, Slayson. So let's see, tied 2-2 right now. Slayson, back to you. In this moment, a famous singer decided it was a good idea to hold his baby by one hand over a balcony.
Michael Jackson.
That's the correct answer, Michael Jackson, yes.
This is going to be the first one to miss, isn't it?
Yeah, right. All right, Arena, here we go. In this moment, Grandma to the World went to jail for insider trading.
Martha Stewart.
That's the correct answer. Camp Cupcake. I didn't think we were going to get this far, so I'm out of questions. So you know what? You both get tickets. How about that?
Good job.
They both deserve them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know all the moments. Slayson, Arena, both of you are getting a pair of passes to see In This Moment, Kemba Live, Sunday, October 19th as part of the Blitz Fall Concert Series. And, of course, you are now both in the running for that big grand prize VIP package, which we will pick on Friday when we get all of our winners for the week. So you guys hang on. We will get you those tickets. Congratulations.
Man, what would it be like to escort her to the stage?
That'd be
pretty
crazy,
cool, man. Yeah, that's because everybody's in the running for that.
Yeah, it's a Monday morning. Long week ahead. I got to bed much later than normal last night trying to get out of Cincinnati. There was a car accident north of Cincinnati in the construction zone yesterday. So already you got a little bit of football traffic as we were leaving the Bengals stadium. And then you get north and we're stuck in it for 45 minutes. So yeah, got home a little bit later than I had planned. And knew it was going to be a short night anyways. But an extra 45 minutes / hour taken away from my sleep. So I took some gummy to help me sleep, a good solid 5 hours. And before I fell asleep, that gummy kicked in, which means I had a couple thoughts running through my head before I fell asleep. And I wanted to share those thoughts with you. These are last night's gummy thoughts. Like, I thought about this. With all the technology in the world, all the advancements we have made, we can't seem to come up with a drinking straw that hits somewhere between lasting 5 minutes and lasting 500 years. Like, why can't we figure that out? I don't understand. You get through half your drink and your straw disintegrates, or
it's in a landfill.
It's in a landfill and it will be there forever, right?
Yeah.
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. Zombies would smell god-awful. They would smell so bad. Yeah. And then if you're living in the world of what's that TV show? Walking Dead? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the scent.
Yeah. Oh.
You think you probably become used to it after a while and it's just kind of part of the world?
No, that's one of those things you'd walk by a zombie and you'd smell it and it would get so embedded up in your nose that you would be smelling it the rest of the day.
It's one of those smells, that just sticks around forever no matter what.
I'm still smelling zombie and I haven't seen one for 2 days.
They'd wipe it all over themselves so they could walk among them without...
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. Kidnapping, adoption, and natural parenting are all the same to the baby involved.
Right? They don't
That's
know.
very true.
Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know who anybody is.
This crossed my mind last night. They have said that there is a possibility that a lot of our lizard brain, especially when it comes to sexual preference and even kinks, is kind of a genetic thing, which means there's a possibility we inherit our kinks from our parents.
Oh, no.
So we would never know because...
That's so gross. Why did you think of that? You can't control it.
You just can't. You know,
maybe you inherited that from your parents.
Total possibility.
Not being able to control thinking about your parents' kinks.
Yeah. The weed. Oh, man. If my mom went through what Nora goes through, I am so...
Oh, my gosh. All right. I've had enough for today. Bye-bye.
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. $1,000 to a millionaire is equal to $1 million to a billionaire. I mean, that's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah,
is that like $5 to us?
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to move closer to my income.
Right, yeah. This crossed my mind before falling asleep last night when the Gummy kicked in. Daredevil should be named Batman because he uses sonar to see. Ghost Rider should be named Daredevil because he was a daredevil before he became Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And Batman should be Ghost Rider because he rides around trying to avenge his dead parents.
Huh. Okay.
I just screwed all that up. I don't know how you...
I agree with all of it.
Yeah, I don't know how you messed that up.
Two-Face is named okay.
Two-Face is named perfectly, yes.
Perfectly,
Yeah. And finally, this is the last thing I thought about before I fell asleep last night. Tow Mater. You know, the character from the Cars movies.
Yeah, Mater.
Mater, the pickup truck. Yeah, Tow Mater. The world he lives in, they're all cars, right? Tow Mater lives in a junkyard. He's a serial killer. I mean, flat out. He's just living amongst all the people that he has killed. He's got body parts strewn across his living room. Yeah. He is a sick, sick individual.
Brutal.
Yeah.
We need Ryan Murphy to do a program on
version
that.
of Cars. Yeah, Ryan Murphy do a version of Cars. Yeah. That's what we should do. And then it was off to La La Land for me. Those are your Gummy thoughts.
Smoke weed every day.
So I talked about it on Friday, but on Sunday morning, pulled the trigger, ended up buying tickets to surprise the boys and take them down to Cincinnati to watch the Lions play. I was kind of shocked, though. Sunday morning, day of the game, ticket prices actually went up.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, not a lot. It was like an extra $10 a ticket or whatever, but still.
You'd expect people are wanting to get rid of their tickets at that point.
Hello, Cincinnati.
What?
Said hello, Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. So a Sunday morning, woke the boys up, and I said, hey, I need you to get ready and get dressed. I need your help with something. And they come downstairs in their regular clothes, and I said, you got to change. And they're like, what? I was like, well, I can't cheer for the Lions by myself. And they said, oh, okay. So they went upstairs, they put their jerseys on. And then we get in the car, and they're asking, like, Adam, the younger one's asking how long we're going to be in the car for. And I was like, a little bit of a drive. Grab your earbuds or whatever in case you need them. And so we're driving, and we're in the car for like 30, 35 minutes. And Adam goes, I know where we're going. We're going down to Cincinnati. I was like, oh, how'd you figure that out? See, I heard Mom talking about it this week, about going to maybe watch the game somewhere in Cincinnati to be with all the fans and stuff.
Oh, he still didn't know. Oh.
So we get down there. We got down there at about, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and Nora has a friend that lives down there. So we met him for lunch on the Kentucky side of the bridge. And it was like, oh, yeah, we're going to go watch, or we're going to walk around and explore see all the game day activities and the tailgate parties. So that's what we do. We leave, we walk towards the stadium, we're walking through the crowds, we hear the DJs and the music and all the fun activities, and we're getting real close to the stadium. And I'm kind of looking around, and then the 16-year-old goes, oh, we looking for a place to watch the game? And I said, yeah. I said, Nora, they're asking where we should watch the game. And Nora goes, well, how about in there? And then we walked up to the stadium. We're like, oh, we're going to the game? Like, yeah, we're going to the game.
That is
awesome.
great.
Yeah. So they were super surprised.
Oh,
and
that's a cool payoff.
had a good time.
Yeah.
So we're about 5 minutes into the first quarter, and again, we were like 4 rows from the top of the stadium for these last minute tickets, but we're on the 50-yard line. I mean, there were decent seats, got a whole view of the field, and the basically there were like 10 seats in front of us in the row in front of us that were unoccupied, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then, sure enough, about 5 minutes into the game, this whole group of people come in. All 10 seats are taken up by the same group of people that walked in. You could tell they were all there together.
Oh, okay.
And then at about halftime, Nora leans over and she goes, oh, this is funny. And I was like, what? So the 4 people in front of us were obviously 2 couples, part of this group. And apparently, this one girl sitting in front of Nora did not like this other girl, because Nora could see right over her shoulder as the girl was texting and just going off about this other girl and how she's ruining the trip and she can't stand her and she's such a bitch and just all of this stuff. And so Nora, being nosy Nora, she's keeping an eye on the whole thing.
Oh, 100%.
And then at the end of the third quarter, the girl that's texting has tears in her eyes. She's talking to her, but she's mad about something. She says something. The second girl looks over and just, bam, gives her a scowl and the biggest bird you've ever seen.
Really?
Straight up middle finger, 2 seats away. And I was like, oh, when this game is over and we're all trying to shuffle down the stairs, we are staying close to them for sure.
Nora's like, what game?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because I'll tell you what, it's about to go down. It was going to be fun. Sadly, we ended up... I know.
Okay, I bet they were in-laws. I bet they were in-laws. 2 brothers and 2 sisters-in-law.
Oh.
Because that is a good way to work up a lot of resentment towards somebody.
Yeah.
Is an in-law situation.
That's true. That is true. So, we knew there was drama. We didn't see the end of the drama.
Oh, no.
I know. I was hoping there was...
I need a payoff.
Hair pulling and someone got a scratch across his face, something.
Couple wedgies.
Yeah.
Girl fight.
But I want to know, 800-821-9970, when's the last time you were part of or saw OPD, other people's drama? When's the last time you saw something go down, like in public, and it was other people's drama? Can you think of something, Kelly?
Well,
you saw?
I'll tell you, I think in terms of like radio stations that I worked at, including this one, in the younger days, there was occasional and periodic yelling amongst coworkers over different situations. Like people, it just got too hot. People had to let off some steam toward each other. That doesn't happen very often. I want to say over the past 10, 15 years, I haven't heard much around here. So and believe me, I listen.
So you're in the vicinity while coworkers are fighting. That's
and I will prop open my door. I will sneak around the corner to get a better, like, bird's eye view of something, or at least some, I can hear it a little better. I want to know what's happening. But I haven't been involved in anything.
You lean in a little closer with your ear facing that direction, just so you can hear what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
OPD, other people's drama?
It has to be the girl that hated the fireworks that my neighbors were letting off across the street.
Oh, yeah.
Got the police called, and was I leaning in listening? Yeah, I recorded the whole thing.
You have your phone out?
I have the audio. I let you hear it sometimes. Oh, it's great, man.
I was prepared. As we were leaving, I was thinking to myself, I'm turning on my video part of my phone.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see if these two are going to really go at it. 800-821-9970. OPD, other people's drama. I do remember being in the grocery store one time and hearing this couple fight over, it was like sauce. It was some flavor of sauce that they were, you could tell there was a lot of other issues in that relationship.
It wasn't about the sauce.
No, it just peaked in aisle 9 of the Kroger in front of the sauce, and she wasn't having it. She was done with whatever sauce he was picking, for sure. 800-821-9970, other people's drama. I would love to hear what you heard or saw out and about in public. 800-821-9970. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Oh, it's Kevin Riley.
Kevin, when did you see
Yeah,
or
Ken.
hear about OPD, other people's drama?
Sorry, it's Ken, K-E-N.
Oh, Ken. I'm sorry, Ken. Ken, when did you see this?
Buddy, I hear it on a weekly basis. I live next to, close to the 840 Lounge in Whitehall. And, honestly, it's like every 2 or 3 days when they have something going on, there's people over there screaming and cursing at each other, yelling at each other, carrying on like just total, I hate the word retards. They give retards a bad name.
Yeah, you can't do that. But
They give disabled people a bad name. How's that?
There you go. Now, Thick, you're laughing. You know the 840 Lounge?
Yeah, I avoid it.
Oh, you avoid it. Okay,
I would definitely.
That's a place that you avoid.
It's not a fun place. I do not recommend it at all. It's a total drama, haven is what it is. If you want to go for drama, it's a good place to go on a weekend.
Is it the type
what's
of
the address?
Is it the type of place?
It's on Collingwood in Whitehall, Ohio.
Okay.
Collingwood, okay.
Off of Broad and Collingwood. You can't miss it.
Is it that type of bar that's got sticky carpet?
No, but they've got a pool table when you walk in, and pretty much like the bar, very little seating, and pretty much everybody knows everybody, and they go there, they drink until they're drunk.
Yep. Okay. I know those types of places. Well, Ken, thank you so much for the call. Hope you have a great one. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Brody.
Brody, when did you see or hear OPD, other people's drama?
So I was pulling into McDonald's on Hamilton Road, and as I pulled into the parking lot beside them, these two girls just start fighting. These two African Americans just start going at it.
Right in the parking lot?
Pulling punch. What's that?
Right there in the parking lot?
Oh, yeah, right there in the parking lot. I parked and pulled out my phone and videoed it. Like, hell yeah.
Hey, keep your hands off my nuggies, otherwise you're catching these hands. That's all there is to it. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
In those situations, do you call the police or do you just watch? Because I like to call 911. I mean, if it's something like
I
this,
like to call.
Oh, she does.
I do. I can't help myself. If somebody needs 911 called, I'll call it.
If this is, I mean, obviously this is kind of a silly way to explain it, but if it's a fist fight, if it looks evenly matched,
Yeah.
I'm letting it be. Now, if we're talking a Mark Sanchez situation where you've got a 25-year-old beating up on a 60-year-old, I'm calling 911, or even I'm jumping in. I'm not letting that happen. But if it's two evenly matched people, I'll let them duke it out.
And now,
All right, I'm listening.
3 things you need to know before you go.
The U.S. government shutdown has entered its 6th day today with no end in sight. Democratic and Republican leaders are locked in a standoff about the way forward as it takes 60 votes in the Senate to pass a bill. And the GOP needs 5 more Democrats to advance its bill to reopen the government temporarily. Another vote will be held today. The main sticking point for Democrats is whether to extend Obamacare subsidies, which expire at the end of the year. Republicans say they are asking just for a short-term extension so they can have more time to discuss these Obamacare subsidies. And Democrats say no deal. Rescue workers still trying to get about 200 hikers off Mount Everest in Tibet. They were all trapped by heavy snow. In fact, in all, they were saying 1,000 hikers were there at the height of it when this heavy snowstorm hit. About 350 of the hikers were able to reach a particular meeting point, and rescuers are in contact with the other 200. So it looks like there's still about 200 on Mount Everest. Hikers trapped at an elevation more than 16,000 feet. Everest is about 29,000 feet tall. So, you know, it does not, to me, when you picture climbing Mount Everest, it feels like a sort of an endeavor that's just wide open. But it's not. It is like standing in a line waiting for Taylor Swift concert tickets.
Yeah, of all the adventures and all the travel and all the things I'd like to see, Mount Everest is off the list. Between the cost, between the time, because you have to live at base camp for like 2 months or something to get, adequated to the elevation and all that kind of stuff. And then, like you said, it's just a line of people.
It's like waiting for the Top Thrill dragster. That's the kind of line you're in.
Yeah, and you're
without
just
a fast pass.
Right, you're just shuffling along.
And then so you
Waiting
and the
and
rest
waiting.
of your herd
Yep.
got stuck on the side of this enormous mountain and had to get rescued. That's so wild.
Yeah.
For the first time ever in January, the Golden Globes will offer an award for top podcast, and the list of eligible nominees is now out. They'll be drawn from a list of the top 25 as determined by data from Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And some of those top 25, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard, Call Her Daddy, Candace with Candace Owens, Crime Junkie, Good Hang with Amy Poehler. That's a great podcast, by the way. Smart List, which you and I both really enjoy. Stuff You Should Know, great podcast. The Joe Rogan Experience, the Megyn Kelly Show, the Mel Robbins podcast, the Tucker Carlson Show, and This Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn. Just a few of the bigger ones on there, but they're all like the 25
Of course.
biggest podcasts.
Oh, Kelsey's didn't make it.
And no, Kelsey's are not on the list.
Not yet. They will be next year.
I thought they were one of the most listened to out there.
The most gained listeners, they've exploded.
Okay.
Yeah, so where they fall on the list,
I
I'm
gotcha.
not 100% sure, but yeah, they've definitely exploded, without a doubt.
Yeah. All right, those are your three things.
Did you ever see those people, especially for us, driving to work so early in the morning, and all of a sudden you're looking down the road and you just see like this bouncing light, and you're like, what? And then you get closer and it's someone just running their little hearts out. Who the hell are those people? That makes zero sense to me whatsoever.
Early morning run.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Well, any run for that matter.
Okay.
I have never seen anyone running and smiling at the same time. That should tell you something.
The smile comes after.
Yeah. And by the way, who is the jackass that said, hey, you know what? You just ran 26 miles. But wait, you're not done yet. Let's put on an extra 0.2. What a jerk.
Yes. And then let me tell you how far the 0.2 miles is. It is far.
Oh.
It's way further than you think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that 0.2 is way further than the 26.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
You know, my son runs a marathon.
Really?
Yeah, he ran full Columbus Marathon.
Did not know that.
He loves to run, man. I know, it's crazy.
That is zero interest.
My daughter ran the half
from me.
multiple times.
No, thank you. Well, I bring it up because there is an event that goes down, and I did not realize this. This is the 8th year they have done this. It is the Taco Bell 50K.
Oh, dang. That is a far race.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, 50K?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
But it's called the 50K.
It's like an ultra race or something.
Kind of.
Okay.
I would keel over and die.
31 miles.
Yes, 31
Dang.
miles. Yep. Now, here's the deal. It is called the Taco Bell 50K because along the race, there is a mandatory stop at 10 different Taco Bells along the route. And at every Taco Bell, you have to order something off the menu and eat it. Drinks do not count.
Okay.
You have to order a menu item.
I love this. And it
Get it.
really evens it evens the playing field for the people who at the end of a 50K are going to be crapping their pants anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of, it makes everybody on the same playing field.
Now, here's the deal. There are a couple rules at the Taco Bell 50K. One being no throwing up. You throw up, you're disqualified immediately.
Ay.
You can use the bathroom. However, it has to be one of the Taco Bell bathrooms.
Okay.
Now, Taco Bell doesn't sponsor this. Taco Bell is not involved. Taco Bell doesn't comment on this. This is kind of independent race organizers that have designed this thing on their own. Because most people think if Taco Bell does endorse it or sign on or become a sponsor, then there's liability issues when someone does get sick.
Well, they got to love the fact they get all this free
Free
publicity.
publicity, yeah. But could you imagine you run 5 miles and you eat a Chalupa Supreme?
Yeah.
And then you run 5 more miles, you eat a Crunchwrap Supreme, and then you run 5 more miles, you eat a Nacho Bel Grande, and then you run 5 more miles, you eat a Burrito Supreme.
I couldn't. No.
If by some crazy chance I even made it to the first Taco Bell, and then I eat Taco Bell, my race is over.
Game over right there.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. I'm good. I'm going to go order some more.
You need to finish the 31 miles within 11 hours. You have to keep all your receipts and your wrappers so you can bring it with you to the end of the race and prove what you've eaten.
Well, I guess when you've done everything else physically you can possibly do, there's the Taco Bell 50K.
I guess so. I mean, here's a young lady that is actually talking about, she made a TikTok about running in the race in Denver.
We're in Denver. We're at the Taco Bell 50K. And we're going. Fall down. Only 30 to go. We're at the second Taco Bell. It's 2 miles in. We're eating cinnamon twists. Mile 10. Cheesy roll-up. Mile 6, we have to eat a burrito grande. Mile 20. And we're at the next Taco Bell. Cheesy roll-up that has been in my belt for the past 5 miles. Mile 30. Last Taco Bell. Cheers. Cheers.
I'm so excited.
That's a young man's game. It's a young man's game for sure. You cannot be over the age of 25.
I was just going to say, if you're out of college, basically, you're not doing this. There's no way. They had about 600 participants this year.
It's actually fun. I love that this is a thing.
Now, here's the other thing. You are also banned from any on-course stomach medication. No Pepto, no Alka-Seltzer, no Mylanta. That's it. But 31 miles and 10 Taco Bell stops.
I mean, running on a full stomach of healthy food really makes you sick.
Right. I mean, could you imagine 31 miles running and 31 miles of the runs? Like, that is just... And you made a valid point, though, because at a lot of, like, these Ironman races, these long... People are pooping themselves anyways.
They do.
So why not eat Taco Bell during a marathon or something?
Have you seen the bicyclists? They just pee right down their legs.
Yes.
And which is really, like, chafing, by the way.
Right.
And awful if it gets on your socks and into your shoes. Like, you're in big trouble. But it happens.
They do give you a long time. You said 11 hours?
11 hours,
Okay, because the Columbus Marathon, most people finish in 3.5 to 4 hours. The winner's around 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you had a steady pace, it's easily doable. Even speed walking, even speed walking, you can make it in 11 hours. But that's not the...
You're not going to win.
No. Although, I will say, if I'm doing 31 miles and stopping at Taco Bell every couple of miles, I'm going to look like a speed walker. You ever see speed walkers with their butt cheeks clenched?
Heel toe.
That's how I'd be walking after that much Taco Bell, for sure.
Hola. Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, Kelly, I'm going to start with this story, but I need you to help me out here because as we were here getting ready for the show and I'm going over the stories and I picked this story out and I look at Thick, I was like, I swore we just told this story.
Oh.
So if this is a repeat, but here's the problem. Thick did a little internet sleuthing and found out that, yes, there was another story just like this about 2 weeks ago, which I do...
Yep, in Baton Rouge.
I do remember reporting on that story. But for some reason, I feel like it was last week again.
Very similar.
Yes. Basically the same story. What we have is another teacher who was caught with the cocaine. Go over to Virginia, where a teacher was acting strange. A substitute teacher... I'm sorry, Vermont, not Virginia, Vermont. Where a substitute teacher... was teaching class, and things just weren't quite right. And as it turns out, yes, the substitute teacher came to school, had themselves a little baggie in the classroom. Dang. So I'm wondering, was the bottom jaw rocking back and forth? Was there some teeth grinding going on?
Exactly.
The sniffles? What was happening?
How do you know all these symptoms?
The fast run-on sentence.
What?
I said, how do you know all these symptoms?
I've read about them before. Yeah. So what could it have been that set the students off? But sure enough, the police did show up. Substitute teacher was caught with the cocaine in her bag and is going to be not only released from her position as a substitute teacher, but probably spending a little bit of time behind bars.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
I bet she started partying early and then got the call to be the sub, and she's like, I would like to make some money.
I bet you're right.
That's
great.
Yeah.
She was still up at 3:30,
Right.
and then the phone call comes through, and she's like, "Well, at this point, get another baggie and power through.
Right.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Better take a little
there's
extra
nothing
with
worse
me.
than that 7:30 a.m. and you're like, it's that decision time. Do we get another baggie here? Which is really strange because, I mean, I know a lot of people like to go skiing in Vermont. I just didn't realize we were talking about that kind of skiing. Story number 2 takes us over to Missouri, where a 60-year-old Missouri man was just discovered dead at Sam's Thorn campground. Actually, he was found in Arkansas. The man is from Missouri. Apparently, it was a bear attack. Here's the deal. The victim's son requested a welfare check after not hearing from his father for a couple of days. So deputy actually found the man's disturbed campsite with evidence of a struggle and drag marks leading into the woods. Sure enough, they followed the drag marks, which led them to a body several yards from the campsite with, and I quote, extensive injuries consistent with those expected from a large carnivore attack.
Okay, so like his stuff was eaten up, some stuff.
Yeah.
Left the rest of it.
Yeah, I bet he had some big old gashes and things like that, teeth marks and
missing organs.
Yeah, missing organs for sure. That was according to the Newton County Sheriff's Office. And here's the deal. Glenn Wheeler is the sheriff and says everything indicates strongly that a bear attack took place, but they're awaiting the autopsy confirmation. The victim had actually sent his family a photo of a male bear at his campsite 2 days earlier.
A photo of the perpetrator?
Yes.
Oh.
But at that point, if you're at your campsite and you've got a male bear hanging out, you pack up and you go.
There is not a chance in the world I'm staying there another night.
You find yourself a new campsite.
Right. The dominant species has won out here.
The bear gave you 48 hours notice.
Right.
The bear came up to you and said, hey, man, grab your crap and go. Otherwise, this is going to end poorly.
I'm coming back.
Yeah. Sure enough, this man did not listen. Bear threw his arms up in the air and was like, dude, I'm a bear. What did you think I was going to do? Right.
Yeah, my gosh. Well.
So, I mean, sorry for this guy and his family, but you had 48 hours notice. Sorry, but I kind of put it on you, sir.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. That's your not-so-breaking news. I don't know what the FBI version in Canada is called, but Canadian FBI, Canadian law enforcement, Windsor, Ontario Police. I will give you a sworn statement. I've been with Nora every single day. I have seen her. There is no way she could have done this. But if not for seeing her face-to-face every single day, you couldn't convince me that this wasn't her, or at least her idea to set up the team that pulled off this heist.
Okay.
Because a truck and trailer was stolen about a week ago, packed with $35,000 worth of salsa. The truck was later abandoned, but the trailer and salsa are still missing. Unclear what kind of salsa it is.
That is important, by the way.
Right.
The kind.
Yes, absolutely. It's unclear if the thieves got bad intel. It was a crime opportunity, apparently. But, yeah. Salsa. $35,000 worth of it. Jeez. Gone. Police are asking for the public's help. If you know of anyone who suddenly has come into Costco-size shipments of salsa, then the police in Windsor, Ontario, Canada would like to talk to you. But that got me thinking. If a story like this came out for a food or a product, and I'm not talking luxury cars or jewelry, what would people kind of look at you for? Like, were you involved? Did you do this? Yeah. Because dips and salsas, Nora, 100%. She is you give her a dip, she's happy.
What are you?
I would be. I mean, if there was a missing McDonald's food delivery truck,
okay,
there's a chance that
you hijacked
people
it.
might be looking my way.
Fishing gear.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. If there's a delivery truck full of golf balls.
Right.
But again, also very important, what type of golf ball? Because I'm not hijacking some Wilson golf balls. That's not. But you give me a truckload of some Bridgestone E12 straights, yeah, I'm there. That thing will be missing. Kelly, what about you?
Peppermint patties, York. If the big giant semi of York peppermint patties goes missing, it is likely me.
You were involved in the crime ring somewhere.
I love a York peppermint patty.
Or a truckload of sheet music.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Oh, or what about the honeybees or the
bit of honey.
Bit of honeys.
Could be a variety of things.
Boy, we got to keep an eye on you. We got to keep an eye on you for sure. 800-821-9970. What would be that thing if a truck came up missing that you would be looked at? If there was a delivery truck of an item that all of a sudden an entire trailer disappeared, what are people looking at you for? To be like, this person could be involved. 800-821-9970. If it wasn't fishing gear thick, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Cowboys
jerseys,
gear. Cowboys clothing.
Okay.
That would be another one. Buckeye stuff.
Rask says white monsters.
White monsters,
The
okay.
drink.
Oh.
With the white can.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. 800-821-9970. If you got one, please shoot us a text. We'd love to hear from you. Coming up next, how would you like to see Ghost? We have got leftover tickets for their show at Nationwide Arena on Monday, February 2nd. You want to get your hands on them? We're going to give you a chance in about 3.5 minutes. 99.7 The Blitz.
It's time. Rock and rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On The Blitz.
There it is. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the stand-up. Waiting for Kelly to jump out of her chair, bounce up and down a little bit, get the blood flowing.
Warming up. Here we go.
Ghost is going to be at Nationwide Arena on Monday, February 2nd. Tickets went on sale this past Friday. We have got your chance to win a pair of tickets right now. We need two competitors. 800-821-9970. Kelly. Oh, and the jacket's coming off. Okay. Kelly represents one, I represent the other, and someone's going to walk away with a pair of tickets. Current record, 29-22 you have the lead? Yeah. So I need another win. I got to close that gap. I did, and then you ran away with it over a couple games. So
I'm planning that same strategy right now.
Oh, just tease me, let me catch up a little
away
bit, and then run away again? Okay, great. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning. It's Nick.
Nick. All right, Nick, you called in first, so you get your choice. Do you want to be represented by Kelly or Goose?
Goose.
Yeah, that's a good choice this morning, man. Good choice. All right, Nick, you hang on 1 second.
You're going to live to regret this, Nick.
You will rue the day. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Oh my gosh, it's Alyssa Elkins.
Alyssa? Lisa.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa, you sound very excited on a Monday morning.
Lisa, you should be excited because guess who your teammate is? It's me.
Yay! I'm wearing my Blitz Give Blood shirt today.
Hey,
Oh, wow,
right.
very cool. Well, you called in on the perfect day then.
Yes.
I mean, I hate you're going to take the L while wearing a Blitz shirt, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
You're going to win.
All right, Nick
Girl
and Lisa,
power.
you guys hang on 1 second. Guys versus girls as we play Rock and Rumble for Ghost tickets. What category do you have for us today, Thick?
Something we haven't done in a while. TV themes.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, boy.
TV theme songs for Ghost tickets. I'm ready. You ready, Kelly?
Yes.
Thick, whenever you're ready.
All right, here we go. Number one.
Flintstones.
I almost dropped another F word right there.
All right, here
Fine.
we go. Here we go. Kelly strikes first. Second one.
Full House. Nope. Growing Pains. No, Family Matters. Family Matters.
Yes,
God.
Family Matters.
I'm just going to run through every 90s sitcom there is until I hit it.
Did I do that? All right, here we go with the next one.
Boy, the way Glenn.
All in Family.
Yeah.
I just like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
All right, next one. Here we go.
30 Rock.
I never watched 30 Rock.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Fine.
Wow.
I heard Alec Baldwin was really funny in that show,
He's
though.
so good. That's one of my shows that I rewatch a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stood no chance there.
All right, next one.
Standing? Doogie Howser MD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
You watch all the doctor and emergency shows.
I do. I love
all those.
I used to, not anymore. See, now they've jumped the shark. Now I just can't take it. Oh, that's not true. The Pit revitalized
Pit was so
medical
good.
shows. Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of all those shows.
Right.
So, I love the Pit. All right, here we go. Next one.
Saved by the Bell.
Friends.
Oh, God almighty.
Oh, good.
That's not a school bell. Why did I
That
yell out
is
Saved by the Bell?
All right, you got to have this one, Goose.
All right.
Ready?
Saved by the Bell.
Yes. I couldn't believe you did it because I had them right next to each other.
Did you really?
Yeah, I can show you the screen. They're right next to each other. That's so funny.
That's a different version, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if that's like an official recording or something, but that's not
Maybe.
the TV version.
Oh, maybe is that maybe what it is? Okay.
Right. Saved by the Bell.
The lyrics are the same, though.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Kelly leading 4-3 here. Ready?
Now the world don't know.
Different strokes. Yes!
Okay.
Lisa, we did it. Don't stop me now.
Lisa's going crazy.
Just give me a call.
Do you know that game, however, was very decisive on age alone.
Yeah, it was. The 90s, you got anything earlier. Well, I did get 30 Rock. That
You
was
did
my-
get 30 Rock, yeah. But yeah.
I try to mix them up real good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's only so many recognizable TV things.
That is true. Good job, good job. Lisa, you have got yourself a pair of tickets to see Ghost Nationwide Arena on Monday, February 2nd. Not only that, but because we didn't get through all the ticket giveaways last week, we still have the Pit or Die grand prize winner.
Yes.
We have to give away all the tickets before we can announce the grand prize winner. So, Lisa, you are in the running for the upgraded from seats to grand prize Pit tickets as well. But you know what, Nick? It's a Monday. Nick, I'm going to give you tickets too.
What?
Yeah. I'm not going to let you lose out on my shortcomings, and we'll give you tickets for Ghost as well. So both of you enjoy the show, and we still have one more pair of Ghost tickets to give away, so maybe we'll get to that tomorrow.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Remember Fast and Furious star Tyrese Gibson's 4 cane Corsos got out, allegedly killed a neighbor's little Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Then he took off and was like, I need some peace and relaxation. I'm going to Dubai or something. I don't know. And then people were like, where are the dogs, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a warrant out for his arrest. He was supposed to turn himself in, not this past Friday before that, but he did finally turn himself in to deputies and has since posted a $20,000 bond and was released. The dogs have not been turned over to authorities. They still want the dogs. Now, Tyrese Gibson's attorney says the dogs were rehomed, but then they're sort of kind of being a little bit cagey about what happened to the dogs. So I don't know if Tyrese Gibson is hiding them somewhere because he doesn't want them put down.
I can see that, and I don't want to speculate on, the whole situation. But at that point, if your group of dogs mangle and kill another dog.
Yeah.
Did either of you see pictures of these dogs?
No.
They look like the strongest, most badass
Huge.
dogs
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Cane Corsos can bench press 250.
Dude, they are like...
Yeah.
Huge.
Yes.
Here's the skydiving story I want to ask you about. A 35-year-old skydiving instructor has died in Nashville after he was believed to have fallen from the sky without a parachute. Now, here's what was going on. Police say the instructor was jumping tandem with another skydiver. Like, the inexperienced skydiver has instructor or a professional, whatever,
yes,
on their back, and they jumped together. But somehow the instructor became separated from the rig. Now, I thought the instructor was the one with the parachute on his back.
The ride-along is just wearing a harness that straps into the instructor.
So this is really strange. The skydiving instructor became separated from the rig, and the other person survived and was rescued from a tall tree with a parachute attached. So did they put the wrong things on the wrong people? But you would think an instructor would know that.
There's no way that happened.
I don't know.
That's
what I'm saying. It's weird. Were they doing some type of tandem where they're holding hands and they were both had done a million jumps or something? And
that wouldn't be a tandem. That would be two experienced. That would be two experienced skydivers because you can only jump alone once you have your license.
It's very strange.
But the instructor didn't have a parachute on at all.
I don't know, but he was found dead on the ground. And the other guy had a deployed parachute, but he was all caught up in the trees.
And they know for a fact that the guy in the trees was the ride-along, not the instructor.
That
is so strange.
More will come out to where we'll find out it was the opposite.
Yeah, they got it wrong.
They got it wrong. But as of now, in the story I read, the instructor was the one who was found dead.
I mean, the only other thing is, by some chance, if they were the only two in the airplane, which probably would never happen, they would never take just two people. It's too expensive to run the plane with only two jumpers.
Yeah.
That he pushed you wrestled the instructor, took off the parachute, which, by the way, has leg straps and everything. You'd have to pull his legs out of the leg straps, and then you push him out of the plane, put the parachute on, and then jump.
Out. I don't know, but the FAA is investigating now, so maybe more will come out about what exactly happened here. But it is weird, yes. Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of Showgirls, received very heavy criticism for its perceived lack of strong hooks, lazy songwriting, and inconsistent production. Some of the lyrics being described as painfully cringy. One of the nicer reviews says, quote, "The album isn't terrible, it's just nowhere near as good as it should be." Many of the songs and lyrics are befitting of a teen, say some, not a talented adult well into her 30s. But none of this deterred the Swifties, number one, from buying the album. An actual album with many different iterations of a cover.
Yeah, they had 7 different versions.
Yeah.
I had to run into Target on Friday or Saturday, and they have a sign at customer service, and it says only you could limit of 4 for the Target exclusive stuff. Because Taylor's got something with Target, and they have Target exclusive LPs
she's all over the store.
Shirts or whatever, and only 4 items per guest.
I guess. But they, I guess she had the official release party of a Showgirl in theaters this past weekend, and it was by far and away the number one thing.
33 million
at the box office.
Like
Yep, in North America.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it out-earned any legitimate movie out there. So.
You think maybe it's all just a money grab, and then beginning of the year she's going to go, I've decided to retire and go enjoy family life. Can you imagine?
She can do it now.
The Swiftie. Oh, I know she.
Eras Tour made her $1.6 billion.
She could have done it years ago, but can you imagine the Swifties would lose their ever-loving minds?
For sure. But
I feel like you are doing your fans dirty when you release the same album in 7 different jackets. That's not right to do to your fans.
That's a money grab for sure.
Because they got to have them all.
They got to have the big ones got to buy every single version.
Isn't that on them?
A little bit. But here's the other thing too: is to have lazy writing or not as good of an album would make sense considering she did this whole thing while on the Eras tour.
Yeah, very crazy.
Aren't you busy enough? Why are you writing and recording an album at the same time? You're on a almost 2-year world tour.
Yeah,
that lends itself to some kind of lazy writing and lackluster performance.
Try to get something, just put something out. I don't
guess.
know. Who knows? All right, those are your 3 things.
Well, like most TikTok trends, someone makes a video somewhere, and for whatever stupid reason, other people join in. It takes off. It becomes the thing that you see every 3rd video while doom scrolling through your TikTok, FYP. But it happened again. Back in August, Amberg, 24, who lives out in Karlsruhe, Germany, saw a mysterious flyer inviting people saying, "Let's eat pudding with a fork meetup." And that's exactly what they did. No one knows why, but sure enough, more than 1,000 people gathered at Coochie Garden Square to join in, sitting around, eating a pudding cup with a fork.
You should have called Guinness. Would have been a world record.
Oh, for drinking beer?
No, Guinness Book of World Record.
Oh!
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
most people eating pudding with a fork.
Gotcha. I'm thinking Guinness the beer.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. Most people eating pudding with a fork probably would have made it, yeah. So now it has taken off. They are now seeing these pop-ups of people meeting. They just put it out there and strangers show up. They all sit around and they all eat pudding with a fork. Now, I'll tell you what. I love me a Jell-O pudding cup.
Yeah.
So I would do this. I like the swirl one where it's chocolate rather than chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
one.
think if 50 people showed up, they would have broke a world record.
Yeah, probably.
That's one of those that hasn't been set yet, I'm sure.
I mean, sure enough, they're getting hundreds of people to show up when something is put out there to eat pudding with a cup. So
with a fork.
With a fork. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We may have to do this. We may have to invite people one morning to try and break a Guinness World Record. Because if no one has officially reached out to Guinness yet, sure.
Yeah.
You might have video evidence, but if you have not reached out to Guinness, then it doesn't count yet.
They have to have somebody there, right?
So I might have to get on this. There looks like, what's today's date? The 6th? Oh, okay. Well, it looks like here, October 12th, they're going to do one at Central Park in New York. So if you want to be a part of it.
I bet that will be packed.
I bet it'll be huge.
I have no idea why, but it will.
That one might break the world record. Yeah. Because if you can do, I tell you this, having been there multiple times, you can find anything in New York City.
Right.
So that many, you want a couple thousand people to show up to eat pudding with a fork at Central Park, guarantee it's going to happen. I may have to get in on this trend. 997 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up on a Monday morning. Let's see here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I had high hopes for the Tigers. They got themselves a little butt whipping yesterday, but the series is tied 1-1. They got themselves an away win, which is obviously important. But Major League Baseball had 0 no-hitters in the 2025 regular season. It has been since 2005. It has been 20 years since there was another season without a no-hitter. And then before that, a previous year without a no-hitter, 1989.
Can't believe that.
Yeah.
I didn't think that ever happened.
Yep, no-hitters. Generally, no-hitters have become more common in the past 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
pitchers have gotten incredible.
So, yeah. Who was it? The other day, over the weekend, someone threw a 104.5 mile an hour fastball. I mean,
crazy.
Do you remember when someone threw 100 miles an hour? It was unbelievable. Now they're getting ready to crack 105.
Oh, yeah, they used to say nobody will ever throw 100.
Right.
Of course, they probably used to say nobody will ever throw 90, and it just kept going.
That's ridiculous, yeah. In 4 of the 5 movies nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay at the 2011 Oscars, a character lost an arm. 127 Hours, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. Now, the 5th movie that year nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay was The Social Network.
Yeah.
Where no one in that movie lost an arm. And that won the Oscar. So you might want to keep an eye on that.
If you lose an arm, you're going to get an Academy Award.
Yeah, no Oscar. You lost an arm and you lost the Academy. Right. Sorry. It didn't become legal to breastfeed in public in every state until 2018. Utah and Idaho finally passed laws allowing it. Those were the last 2 holdouts. Yep. But now, whip it out anywhere you want. Get that baby fed. Less than half of the cultures in the world kiss. I did not know this.
Well, Really?
Yeah.
I mean, like, are any of them like big cultures or
that I don't know.
Because we're talking about numbers of cultures, not numbers of people.
Correct.
That's what's interesting.
Yeah, and if you go to places like Africa, they've got hundreds of cultures. You know? So each tribe could be a different culture.
Do Buddhists kiss?
Valid question.
I have no idea.
And finally, dancing was banned at Baylor University in Texas until 1996. What are you trying to footloose Baylor University?
They had to show them that movie.
Yeah.
And let them start dancing.
1996.
Baylor?
Yeah. I could picture 1966, but not 1996.
That is bizarre.
I mean, you're talking, how did you, you know.
missed the electric slide.
Wait, Whitney Houston literally said, I want to dance with somebody.
Right.
Not allowed at Baylor University.
That's crazy, man.
I'm glad they.
Is that right? Did you read that right? That can't be.
That's right out of the Baylor Lariat newspaper.
Oh my gosh!
There you go, learning you some stuff on a Monday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.